going on, Jerome's? So we talk about how we rage against the national media jabroni machine when they're putting their thumb down on the scale against the Vikings, but the Vikings roaring out to a 3-0 start and impressive wins against the Niners, as well as the Houston Texans, and the defense is legit. Sam Darnold's looking amazing, and this team looks like it does indeed have staying power. One of 5 undefeated teams left in the league, and it's nice to just get a modicum of respect, right? Even though we love playing the underdog, of course, but national media jabroni haircuts finally coming around to things. It's good to see. But also you have to keep it up, because the second that the Vikings just have like a slight fall off, they'll just be like, oh, done, dead, buried. It's what happens, man. Now, of course, the most accurate power rankings in the known universe, and if you disagree with any single one of the rankings, you're wrong, comes out tomorrow. But look around the national media jabroni landscape. Now, of course, we didn't include NFL.com because they're lazy with their power rankings. They usually don't come out until 9. But CBS Sports, Pete Prisco, he's very tall. So week 4 power rankings got the Vikings at 3, up 2 spots. So I do respect the power rankings that we're adjusting after 2 weeks. I feel like there's too much of a lag between your preseason perceptions and how teams are actually playing. Now, I understand. It's like, well, it's just 1 game. Well, it's just 2 games. Well, now it's 3. So now we're actually getting some decent sample size of determining what kind of team these teams are. Vikings at 3. The good news is Sam Darnold isn't badly hurt. Did I just write that? Yes, because he's played so well in the 3-0 start that his health really matters. Well, I don't know. Maybe just as a human being, it's good to have him healthy. Weird. Also, I like that Freudian slip. 3-0 start. Yeah. The Athletic Vikings are at 4. Now they have the Lions at 3, which disagree. Yeah. But they were at 7 last week. He might turn into a pumpkin by Halloween. Again, everyone's like passive aggressively hedging their bets with Sam Darnold. But for now, Darnold leads the NFL in touchdown passes 8 while throwing only 2 interceptions. 1 wasn't on him. Week 1. Given up by the Jets, Panthers, and 49ers. Darnold is 3rd in the league in passer rating, 117.3, playing for the Vikings coach Kevin O'Connell. Darnold's best passer rating in his first 6 seasons in the league was 92.6, but he outplayed Houston C.J. Stroud on Sunday by a wide margin, throwing 4 touchdown passes. One note on defense, the Vikings became the 3rd team since 1990 to have at least 5 sacks in their first 3 games. Woo! Love to see that, man. ESPN. The worldwide bleeder, number 3, Vikings up from 11. So they finally had to admit it, because remember, the Vikings had moved from like 19 to 11 last week after beating the Niners. Biggest issue on the offense, right guard play. Yeah. So I do like that ESPN, they have a weekly theme. Like, I think this week's theme was like, what's the biggest concern on the team? There haven't been many issues for a team that ranks 4th in the NFL, both scoring, 26 points per game, and overall offensive efficiency, 72.03. Again, I don't know what that means. I need to create my own proprietary analytics. It's like, hey, the Vikings are leading the NFL in snorkel, 14T. Yeah. But if we're nitpicking, the Vikings continue to cover for subpar play from right guard Ed Ingram. Through 3 weeks, Ingram ranks 54th in pass blocking win rate, 82%, and 44th in run block win rate, 68.1% among guards. The Vikings could mix in veteran Dalton Reisner. Come on up for the Reisner. When he is activated from injured reserve. But if the worst thing you can say about an offense is that one interior offensive lineman is underperforming, you're probably in pretty good shape, which is fair, but also... Also, I mean, Bradbury single-handedly killed one of those drives against the Texans. He stepped on Darnold, and then he had that false start with the head bob. Yeah, it's like now. Sometimes when Bradbury snaps the ball, it's like Night at the Roxbury. NFL Power Rankings Week 4. Nate Davis, who I don't think is the Bears guard. USA Today, number 3. Vikings up from 7. Have they looked more impressive than the 31 other teams through 3 weeks on their way to their first 3-0 start in 8 years? It's not a difficult argument to make. Fully activated quarterback Sam Darnold is leading the league in touchdown passes. The defense is leading the league in sacks, 16. And Kevin O'Connell might be leading the league in Coach of the Year votes. We're a straw poll take an eminently impressive start. Particularly when considering the quality wins against the 49ers and the Texans. That's the whole thing, too. It's not like they beat the Colts and the Titans, unlike some teams. Yahoo! Frank Schwab stumped the Schwab. NFL Week 4 Power Rankings. Vikings at 4, up from 11. Another one of those Johnny-come-latelys. Sam Darnold avoided a significant knee injury and shouldn't miss any time with a bone bruise. That's great news because Darnold's having a fantastic start to the season. There's no reason to believe he can't continue this pace. The Vikings offense will get better when Jordan Addison and TJ Hawkinson returns. That's the whole thing, too. Plus, it's not like Kevin O'Connell's going to forget how to coach. We got ourselves a good one, baby. That's right. Sharp football. Vikings up at 3, +8. You also got the... I respect the Chiefs and the Bills, especially the way the Bills just put the bang thing on the Jaguars. But I was wrong about the Bills. Like, you would think, okay, no Diggs, no Gabe Davis. Their defense got gutted, but they're balling. I mean, Josh Allen right now. I love me some Sam Darnold. Josh Allen is the MVP right now. It really is. This is, what is this? Sports Illustrated? Oh, Sporting News. Vikings at 4, up from 13. 13? The Vikings have built a strong resume by knocking off the 49ers and Texans back-to-back at home. The offense is being operated by Sam Darnold, and the defense is going gangbusters under DC Brian Flores. This fun can continue. You damn right. And lastly, Sports Illustrated. So, on the surface, you're like, oh, Vikings at 5. That's great. They got the Packers and the Lions at 3 and 4. How? Connor Orr, noted Vikings heel, Connor Orr, at it again. This is what he wrote about the Vikings. Let's see if it's passive-aggressive and backhanded. What has been masterful about Brian Flores' defensive performance to me is that, like some of the other Bill Belichick disciples who left New England only to commit the same sins, loading up on former Patriots, paying them big money, and trying to run the same defense, Flores is loaded up on former Dolphins and Patriots. However, he has taken those players and plugged them into a whirlwind defensively that is zigging while the rest of the NFL is sitting in cover 2 and praying for no big plays. Sorry, gang, Andy Dalton is back, and that's not going to happen. While it's harder to maintain a great offense than a great defense, and at some point the referees and the league will step into goose scoring, we need to take note of how wonderful and maddening this defense has been over the course of 3 games. That was actually pretty good. That's our respect there. But how are the Lions and Packers at 4? The Packers. Like, seriously. What has been impressive about the Packers? Congratulations. You beat Will Levis. Congratulations. You had Anthony Richardson give you the ball 3 stupid times. Cool. And for the Lions, hey, if half of the Rams weren't hurt, you lose week 1. You lost week 2 against Baker and the Bucks. And week 3, sure, you handled your business against the Cardinals. Congratulations. That's it. But it's okay. It's okay. Again, the most accurate power rankings in the universe come out tomorrow. But, I mean, it is nice, but also makes you a little bit uneasy that they're starting to give the Vikings just a little bit of respect. But this is different than 2016. This is not the 5-0 team where it was fluky defensive scores and special team scores, and they won the turnover battle 12-1. Now, this team has staying power, and I'm really fired up about the future. It's going to be really, really good, man. But your thoughts are thoughts. Vikings actually getting a little bit of respect from the national media jabroni haircuts. Let us know your thoughts, our thoughts, comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.